Hey, hi, hello everyone. My name is Deadbedspread, and welcome to the Magnificent Movember Fakemontage. What is that? Well, having done two already, a Fakemontage is a Fakemon montage. A large gathering of a selection of Fakemon from all my fans, all gathered together in one place. I've already done one for the holiday season, summertime, and now November. Why though? Well, Movember is an annual event involving the growing of mustaches during the month of November to raise awareness of men's health issues such as prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and suicide. It's a great movement, and I always make sure to donate where I can, but low-key, I've always been a little jelly of the crazy beards and stashes that people grow, because, unfortunately, I lack the genes and cannot grow a beard myself. Pokemon, however, can. There's usually some sort of connecting factor between all of the Fakemon I feature, with this time being no different. All of the Fakemon have some sort of features resembling facial hair. Beards, mustaches, either made of hair, foliage, lava, oil, soap. For a little bit of context, I had closed submissions for this at the end of September. I had a lot of projects coming up, and I still do, so I had a splendiferous plan. Work on my October content during September, and then get this finished during October. Well, as I'm writing this, Scarlet and Violet just came out, so we are wildly behind schedule. As with all of these collages, first we introduce ourselves to all of the Fakemon to be featured. I decided to select 50 Fakemon from all of my fan submissions, and include an additional 5 of my own. I mean, the first one I did had 1 of my own, the second one had 3, third one has 5, fourth one will have 10, fifth one 20, sixth 50, seventh one 100, 8 1,000, 9 500,000, 10th 1 million! It was mandatory for submissions to include the mon's name, typing, and a fun fact. Just those 3 requirements. 3 very easy things. However, there are still some really cool mons submitted that I couldn't include because they didn't have one of these 3 details. The reason for including these was that they allow the arranging process to be much smoother. Even knowing something as simple as if a mon likes juice or not can play a key part in their positioning. I made the mistake of not including these for the Spectacular Starter Summer Fakemontage, so despite having 7 more Fakemon to work with this time, and the absolute conspiracy theorist that I turned into, arranging all the Fakemon was much easier this time around. I started doing an initial sketch from this crazed graph, and that was wrong. That's not how I've done my process in the past. If I want to change things up and improve as an artist, sure, but maybe let's not do that for the image featuring over half 100 Fakemon. I'd done the simplified silhouette thing in the past. It was really stupid of me not to start with it this time. So away I went drawing some silly little lads. It allows for easier rearrangement. You can tell what everything is at a glance. It's just ideal, really. Now I went away doing a base sketch, but it was too simple. 2 unsatisfactory sketches in a row. What could possibly be going on here? So, 55 Fakemon. That's a lot of guys, even to the most experienced artists. It hadn't even been a full month since the last Fakemontage ended that I started preparing for this one, which as I mentioned featured 48 Fakemon. And between these 2 projects, for the Halloween season, I did 38 original Fakemon, plus a commission guy and another extra handful for things you haven't even seen yet. The word of the day, kids, is burnout. All of these things added up kind of piled on fairly hard. Let this video be a lesson to my future self, if anything. Take a break, you fucking idiot. Trying to avoid the leaks, Scarlet Violet hype, big projects that I can't reveal to anybody just yet, deadlines. You know, it's funny that the project that I was originally doing to advocate for men's mental health would have had an effect on a man's, mental health. Huh. So between all the projects mentioned in these last few months, I've drawn around 140 Fakemon. I've drawn more Fakemon in the past few months than I used to draw over the course of several years! Okay, you know, it's fine. Breathe. Line the art. I lined 6 and then I got demotivated. Okay, actually breathe. Meditate. Take a walk. Listen to white noise. Listen to brown noise. Take a bath. Stay overnight at a friend's. Summon horrors beyond human comprehension. Shoot some fools.
Free your mind.
It was a real hurdle doing a line art sketch for a 3rd time, but the needs of the many... I don't have an ending to this sentence. But now, I actually had something that I could work with. All of the little details I'd forgotten meant that I didn't have to worry when I was doing the actual line art. Everything was already included. Speaking of the line art, that came next. Usually, I do every mon individually on their own layers, but the more and more these grow, I just don't have the mental fortitude. I'm sorry if that doesn't suit you personally, but I'm just one dude. I have limits. Color was honestly very easy. Paint bucket tool, fill in the gaps. It's easy as piss, to be honest. Shading is pretty much shading. Shadows underneath, lighting above. I very briefly had a little mental breakdown and ended up writing this. You know what? Fuck shading. Fuck these norms. This is my image. I've since shaded it, so Congratulations to me, I guess, for overcoming self-doubt or something. You know what? I should probably talk about the Fakemon in the image. Buckle your shuckles, because we've got a lot. Top left, we have 3 horses, Magicy, Bay Stallion, and Mitsukuri. Mitsukuri is a final stage water starter, so it's next to Ramferno, a final stage fire starter, and Heave Hoove, a final stage grass starter. Heave Hoove is a Minotaur that can uproot trees, so it's paired with Lumbavice, a Minotaur who can cut down trees. They're in disagreement with Agrillo, a pseudo-legendary who protects trees from deforestation, moving them if necessary. But that's not a tree it's holding, it's Pamakoko, a literal coconut crab palm tree. Squishief is balanced, keeping an eye out. Squirrels do live in trees. Meanwhile, a third member of the Minotaur gang, Chatter, is sneaking up on Agrillo to help its horned friends. Heading left, we have the totally wizened and zen group of Panthot, Tortwiz, and Flarejetic. Tortwiz is the wizard type. Don't ask. Frogus is below them, hoping to mimic their magical vibes, all to the amusement of Beluge, who will help it reach its best potential, no matter how unlikely. Below this gang, we've got Bear, a hair bear covered in dirt, Molstache, a subterranean mole covered in dirt, who's being dusted off by Weavearm, as Hamatuff, a Fakemon that keeps itself squeaky clean, can't cope with all this mess. Bear is seemingly unaware that Shiram has lopped a nice bit of hair off the top of their head. Gremoral sits peacefully behind, ferrying the tiny Face-Dash and Duendome, 2 Garden Gnome adjacents who fit right in on its mossy back. Food gang? Food gang. 2 crab chefs, Steamster and Equinoian, Crawdont. Yes, I know Crawdont's not a crab, but everything's a crab. Versonian Milotic looks puzzled at Crawdont, as its tail has a closer resemblance to them in its home region. The 2 chefs are here to serve, having put Gastroger into a food coma, or perhaps it drank some of Jinjin's powerful concoction. Jinjin is so out of it that they don't even care, or notice, that Snip Snapper is trimming their stash. Vomitable has eaten its fair share, boasting a big bile beard, and standing just behind another Yeti adjacent mon, Vicrubian, an alternate Crabrawler evolution. They stand next to Crabitorius, an alternate Krabby evolution. So many crabs! Who's sharpening its large claw off the rocky beard of Gyowhale, who Vominable is also giving pets to, because they're a good boy. Atop their head, Odacution and Beardred are in mid-combat, alongside Hypnider and Dwarithal, all while Beardrock and Berserk look on for a victor. Jupette and Spideweave are working on creating a doll together, for nefarious purposes, or perhaps as an early Christmas present. Who knows? In the back, Tunicolor is experiencing cartoon physics as it is shocked by Elichair's conductive seatbelts, all while Cone Station, another crab, is unaffected due to being the rubber type. It's harboring a crafty guest in Sneakum, but has no physical way to reach up to the top of their shell to remove them. The top right of the canvas is all villains. Fleevel and Barbatnik are pitting their goons against each other, Shrubox and Zombatson, both square lads with big green beards. Putting their differences aside though, they are all led by Krukaracha, the tiny classic mob boss. Spyrange is also here. Fucking weirdo. Decarobber and Decapummel, more crabs! The crafty thief and his brute force, with the chaotic Demolith providing the ultimate distraction. However, they are unaware of Brokenstack, the ultimate power looming behind them, with its rocky armor allowing it to tower above all others. So as about some trivia, I hear you ask? Well, the most common type was... It was a tie, actually, between normal, grass, fire, and water, with about 9 each. And I thought we finished the starter Fakemontage, yet here we are. Interestingly, from what I could tell, I only ended up receiving 3 starters, all of which covered a different type. Well, ain't that convenient. The most common solo typing was normal, with 5. The most common dual typings were also tied, with 3 grass fairy and 3 grass fighting. So I guess grass wins or something, I don't know. The least common typings were all tied at 1 each, with only 1 ghost and 1 flying type covering the official types, but also rubber, sound, glass, blood, and wizard. Fakemon do be crazy like that. The most common creature was a crab. More like the carcinization Fakemontage, am I right? The only common etymology connections I could make were between Decapummel and Decarobber, Decapods, Beardrock and Beardred, beards, and Mulstache and Face-Dash, mustaches. Again, there are 55 Fakemon, so it's very possible that I missed something. Within the 2 weeks that submissions were open, 139 artists submitted 226 valid bearded Fakemon for me to choose from. That's just over 4 times the amount included in the final image. Speaking of the final image, thank you everyone for your submissions, and thank you all for watching. Apologies this took so long, but I had to get it out now or otherwise we'd never see it. Be sure to stay for the credits to check out all of the awesome artwork I got to interpret. I'm going to be taking a bit of a break from these until sometime in mid-2023, so do keep an eye out for announcements. Most importantly, remember to take care of yourself and others. You are valued, and with all that said, I've been DBS, and all the best.